Yo, what is going on, boys and girls? It is your boy Nono for you here, back at it with another deck profile. Yes, you guys see it here as long as the thumbnail. Your boy got first place playing Blue Eyes Primite. Like literally just, oh my god, just like look at all this. I literally, this locals was the first locals I took this deck to and just instantly went undefeated. That is how crazy cracked this deck is like right now. It's easily top 3 in the meta right now alongside with Ryzeal and Malice. But just literally look at what the deck got me like for prizing. So just, yeah, so I'm just gonna be showing you guys basically what I played, doing a deck profile. And along the way throughout the deck profile, I'll kind of be telling you guys what I would have rather been playing or just some slight changes I would rather like end up doing instead. But anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get on with the deck profile. All right, guys, starting off with the main deck. I played a 41 card main deck, but and I try not to go any more than like 42, 45 cards, especially with this deck. But anyways, for main deck, 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. There, you don't need to play the third one. 2's good enough. 1 Jet Dragon. Guys, please play this card, dude. Like like one of my matches today, this card literally saved me from like my back row being destroyed or just him trying to pop my other cards. I just highly recommend playing this card. It's, you could bring it out with the effect of Heavenly Spheres if you tribute it when you do the tribute to balance, and then it'll trigger in the graveyard to special summon a dragon monster from the deck or whatever. You could just summon this, right? This card just it's so cracked, dude. It's my personal favorite Blue Eyes monster of all time. Just trust me, guys. Just, I see some players not playing this. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man? But along with the 1 Bestial Magnamut, like, come on, dude. Like 3 Maiden of Whites, like freaking broken, like exactly what this deck needed. Broken card, does 3 different effects basically. 3 Sage with Eyes of Blue, pretty standard stuff. I chose to play 1 Kaiser Seahorse, and there's 1 card specifically that that I cut for that is replacing the Kaiser Seahorse, because this card alone is full combo, right? Because sometimes you want to have like different combo routes, right? Because sometimes you just like won't see a combo piece, right? And just this alone is full combo, right? So like what you would do is like you would normal summon this, right? Link it off into the spirit with Eyes of Blue or whatever it's called. And then from there you would add the muzzle, or you would go chain link 1 that, chain link 2 this, or you could go chain link 1 this, chain link 2 the Spirit of White, whatever, adding the Mausoleum. This will dump your Maiden of White to the graveyard, right? And then you go Mausoleum, target the Spirit, dump the Blue Eyes, and then you go Spirit effect, tagging itself out, summon the Blue Eyes, which would then trigger the Maiden that we just sent from the Kaiser Seahorse effect, and then so on, ending you on a Spirit, Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. But yeah, I would highly recommend playing this card too. It's, you could easily go into Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres with it too. But yeah, just and we can go into some specific stuff into the extra deck with it. So, and the level modulation is nice too, whether you want to decrease its level by 1 or increase its level by 1. So, moving onward, 3 Primite Ether Barrels, like come on, like nothing to say here. The Lorely Load package, have to play 3, along with the Drill Beam, of course. And I am choosing the main deck, the Primite Roar, just to give this something else to set besides Drill Beam, because you don't want to be setting another Lorely Load, or you don't want to be adding another Ether Barrel. And this does come in clutch, like sometimes, especially if you go first, to just summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and it's an interruption for your opponent's turn to interact with their normal summon. So whatever their normal summon is, you're gonna trigger this, banishing itself for cost, to banish that normal summon monster. So like like the only downside of this card is that you're paying 2,000 life points for cost to do it, but at the end of the day, it's another interruption. But this card, you can totally side it out if you know you're going second, Or like, let's say, obviously, if you have like 10 minutes left for time, and if you're like in game 3, yeah, you could definitely side this card out because you don't want to be paying 2,000 life points like when the time's low. But otherwise, like, it came in clutch for me. Always it interacts with their normal summon. It prevents them from link climbing or whatever, doing stuff even further. But I would highly recommend playing this card. Gives the Primite stuff a little extra value. Along with, guys, don't click off the video. Um, I am only playing 2 wishes for Eyes of Blue. You do not need the third one. The third one becomes so goddamn useless. And that is where this Kaiser Seahorse comes in. The Kaiser Seahorse is replacing the third wishes for me. Because we're only playing 2 targets. Because the wishes is a hard and. So you have to be able to add the Blue Eye Speller Trap and a level 1 Light Tuner. And we're only playing 2 Blue Eye Spell and Traps. So basically, there will be some games where I just don't even use this at all because I already opened both my other Blue Eyes, the Majesty and the Roar. But just trust me, guys. I don't think you need. If you want to go ahead and play 3, I guess go for it just to like see a combo starter. But I just realistically think you don't need it. 2 was perfect for me like the whole tournament. And you don't want to break too much on this card because it is a hard once per turn. Well, I mean, unlike the Sage where the first effect isn't a once per turn, but the Maiden is. But yeah, just please don't leave the video a dislike because I know motherfuckers be like playing this hard at 3 and be giving other people so much shit for just playing this at 2. But everyone's different. 1 Mausoleum of White, you have to obviously. The 1 Roar of Blue Eyes Dragons, along with a 1 Majesty of White Dragons. God, this card is so goddamn good. It's just a free pop 2, basically. So, I mean, non-target. So, like, it doesn't get better than that. And then the 1 True Light. So, basically, yeah, this is all, like, engine here. And basically, the rest of the deck is just gonna be straight up hand traps. So that is what the beautiful thing is about this deck. You could play like half of your deck engine and straight up the other half of your deck just interruptions, So speaking of that, we'll go 3 Ash Blossom of Joyous Springs, 3 Effect Veilers. If for you guys who don't know, Effect Veiler is known to be searched out with this deck, specifically with the Sage of the Eyes of Blue. So this is a mandatory having to play a 3 of it. A 3 of it. 3 Nibiru's. This is a mandatory at 3 too because we do play a specific card into the extra deck, but it's to the point where you need to have this. You need to get this card off through. And well, here I'll just show you guys right now, basically. But basically, it's this card right here, which the Lina. So if you open up nothing but hand traps, like. And let's say, as long as you open up a Nibiru, right? Let's say you get Nibiru off, right? You clear their field, right? They pass, it's your turn. You're still not drawing a combo piece. You already have Nibiru face up on the field. You just need Nibiru and any other monster, whether it could be Ash, Effect Veiler, Ogre, just literally any other hand trap monster, right? So then you would just like, let's say we opened up like an extra Ash, right? You would just normal summon the Ash. Link the Nibiru with your normal summon Ash way into the what I just showed you guys, the Lina. And then what you're gonna do with this is basically you're going to crash into the token that you ended up summoning your Nibiru off of with, or just whatever other face-up monster that they have, right? Because when this gets sent to the or destroyed by battle or by an opponent's card effect, right? This can basically search your Maiden or your Sage, but you're obviously going to be searching for your Maiden because this is the one that starts it all. So this card is like what solves the issue in this deck. And you specifically need to be playing Nibiru like for it for this in order for this card. Like if you ever get into those situations where you just don't see any engine at all. So, but moving on, triple Imperm. And then I am playing 2 Dominus Purge. So this card is like, it's like you want to see it, but you don't want to see it at the same time, if that makes kind of sense. So that's the reason why I'm playing 2. I don't like the effect where you can't activate, like, if you ended up doing this from your hand, then you can't activate the effects of dark, water, and fire monsters for the rest of the duel. So like if you were to eventually draw into an Ash, that Ash becomes useless. Or if you were to eventually draw into like a Bestial Magnemite, then like the Bestial Magma becomes useless, right? But overall, the reason why people play this card specifically is to play around cards like Triple Tactics Talent and Triple Tactics Thrust. But this card is really good. I think this card is really good if you go first because you could just set it and you won't be locked. Going second, I would take this out personally. But if you don't want to play Purge at all, what you could do is take out Purge, and I would play what's the other bestial monster? Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank for a second. Not Lubellion, not Sorner, but the Drew's Worm. Thank you, because that's just like bestials are really good this format right now, and playing a Drew's Worm gives you something else to bring out if you do the effect of the Heraldic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. And it's just like, it's another interruption that your opponent has to try to play around. Because like if they end up sending that to the graveyard or like just getting it off the field, now I basically get to send one of their monsters to the graveyard. So it's just like, it's just such an annoying card. So, which is what I'm going to be doing for my next build, which I will be like taking these out completely and just putting in like more bestials just to see how that works. But I'm just showing you guys basically what I played for this local specifically. So I just played 2 Purge. But yeah, this card actually really, there was against my Ryziel matchup where I hit the god damn it, what's it called? Not the detonator, but the other one that searches like the 2. And I ended up destroying it too because I had another trap in the graveyard, which I believe was an imperm because I ended up imperming something. And this ends up destroying if you have a trap card in your graveyard. So this kind of really hurt the Ryziel player. But to finish up the deck or the main deck, 1 Tactics. Tactics is just good in general, along with 1 Call by the Grave because you just need Call by. But yeah, this is the main deck, guys. Let's get on with the extra deck. Okay, guys, for the extra deck, first off, I played 2 Spirit with Eyes of Blue. I think 2's the perfect amount. You don't need 3. Just 2's good enough. Along with the Heraldic Seal, the Heavenly Spheres. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 2 of this because you're always going to be going to the grind game with this deck. And there are times where it's like, damn, like, I wish I make, like, I wish I'm able to make a second Heavenly Spheres, you know, because I have more dragon targets in my deck that I could bring out and even have like further interruptions. So it's like I might bump this up to 2, you know. But the 1 Lina, which I just showed you guys, obviously, 3 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragons. Some people play this at 2, but I think 3 is good. Like I said, for the grind game purposes, along with the Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Omni Negate, like obviously this is what you're going to be tagging into with this. The 1 Lightsworn Dragon, I didn't make this once today. I didn't have to, but it's just still a good card to play in general. So I would highly recommend just still playing that. I chose to do the Crimson with the Cypher Divine Dragon. So I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut these 2 specifically. Every time I've like I would make this or have even just thought about like ending, because the way you make this is you need your end board to end on 2 spirits, and then on your opponent's turn you go 1 spirit tag out into this, and then the second spirit tag out into the Crimson Dragon, and then you go Crimson Dragon, shuffle back to the deck to summon out this one. But like it's just so hard to make this because Nibiru is a thing, right? And you guys are saying like, yeah, you guys, well, you could just play crossouts. I don't really want to be playing crossouts because it's like this deck I could easily play around like 3 hand traps. And the thing with this deck too is like you could play there's different end boards you could have. Like there's like a control end board, which is my personal favorite end board, like ending with the Heraldic Seal with like a bunch of back row. And it's just, dude, like Nibiru is going on hard everywhere. And it's just so impossible to get this off, man. I am not gotten, even though I cannot talk for some reason. Every time I would try to end on 2 Spirit Dragons, I always get Nibiru'd. and I've just never been once to successfully make these two cards. Like, these are really good cards, but it's just Nibiru, man. It's just so hard to do it. Um, the one Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, I didn't make this once today, but it was just a thought. Because, like, the thing is like, you want to have some, like, going second extra deck cards. And, it's like, most cards in the main deck, they summon Blue Eyes White Dragon in defense, which is kind of annoying. Like the Blue Eyes Roar, the Primite Lorely Load, it summons Blue Eyes White Dragon in defense. Like the only card that summons Blue Eyes White Dragon in attack, if you have it in hand or graveyard, is the True Light. But you just, like, you can't, hopefully they don't Ogre it, which Ogre's going on hard around too. But that's the reason why I kind of, like, have this just in case, right? In case a situation like that ever occurs where I'm summoning Blue Eyes White Dragons in defense, and then I could just contact those two into this, because this can basically attack twice, right? But yeah, I didn't make it once today. The one Tyrant Dragon, obviously, with the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and then along with the one Typhon, because this is going to be a good card right now for the mirror match and for Ryziel to out the Detonator, kind of. But what I would probably do differently is, honestly, if I were to change this extra deck a little bit, I would definitely cut out these three for sure, right? And I would play like a second Heavenly Spheres along with Heradic Sun Sky. Jesus, the name on this, but basically Heradic Sun Dragon. This is a going second extra deck monster. You obviously make this when you're going second. Obviously, you're not going to end board on this going first, but because this can, like I said, the issue with this deck is just summoning Blue Eyes White Dragons in defense sometimes. So like you'll eventually bring out two Blue Eyes White Dragons, or hell, even if you have like a Jet Dragon on field somehow, right? You just go rank two of those into this, detach one. And the thing is, sometimes I would end up with like extra monsters in my hand or my side of the field. Like I would end up with like an extra Ether Barrel. I would end up with like a face-up Bestial Magnamut. And it's like, I kind of want to put those to use, right? So why not tribute them with this effect to just pop more cards on my opponent's side of the field, right? I will be trying this for my next locals, and I think it's gonna be a good card. But and then for the third card, I would play Vermilion Dragon Mech. It's another pop, basically. Instead of using two Blue Eyes White Dragons, you just use a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a Jet Dragon with any level 1 of your tuners. So Sage, Maiden, Effect Veiler. This is a going second card. You're not obviously making this on your end board going first, and this can recycle one of your tuners. So like you could potentially add Maiden back to your hand if this card is it says here, if this Synchro Summon card is destroyed by card effect specifically and sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished tuners, add it to your hand. So you could potentially add a Sage, you can add your Maiden of White back. But I think this card would be good too, right? Or you could play Azurize Silver Dragon. This also solves the issue of not just summoning Blue Eyes White Dragon in defense. So like you can summon, so like let's say if you end on a Spirit, right? And then you pass turn into your opponent's turn, right? Let's just say you got too much interruption for them, right? And if they're about to pass turn, right? And you still have your Spirit Dragon, you just go Spirit Dragon effect, end phase, tag out, summon Azurize, and then use Azurize effects to basically make all your monsters, your Dragon monsters, become like a Chaos Max, so they can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. And then when it's your turn, you just go ahead and summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your graveyard in the attack position during your standby phase. So you could play this too, but yeah, I would, if you want to cut one of the spirits too, you could just play like an extra deck kind of like this, which I'm going to actually try for my next locals. I think this would be a good extra deck right here. But, yeah, guys, that's, without further ado, that's it for the extra deck. Let's move on to the side deck. Alrighty, guys, to end it off with the side deck, I ended up playing one skill drain because we literally have no skill. 3 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbits. You can main deck this if you want, but I chose to side it for like the mirror match and Ryziel. 3 Artifact Lancias. Everyone should be having this in their side deck for Malice. 2 Lightning Storms and a Harpy's Feather Duster because we hate back row, 2 Ultimate Slayers, 2 Tactics Thrust, and an Aggregator. This is what we're siding in going second, obviously against Ryziel specifically because I hate that goddamn deck. And yeah, but anyways, that's gonna be it for the deck profile, guys. I did record my matches for this local specifically, but the thing was it was a 4-round locals, but I was only able to record 3 of my matches because my phone was about to die for the 4th round. But yeah, so stay aware for when those videos drop. But anyways, that's it for the deck profile, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe for more content, hit that notification bell. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.